Today, we invite you into our DM segment where you share your concerns and questions with us that we, along with our viewers, try to help you answer. We have Rita sending us a concern, and it reads, "Hi, Bump Love. Kindly help me. How can I deal with being employed, first trimester of my pregnancy, with vomiting, coldness 24/7, literally sick all the time? I am craving, I have anemia, you name it. Mothers, please help me. I want to give up on one of the two. I feel my body has been exchanged for something else." So yes, Rita seems to be struggling with a decision on which to give up on, employment or the pregnancy. Over to you, ladies. How do we help Rita?
I'm glad that Rita is able to speak from a point of privilege, because she even has the option of leaving the job, or, so at least I'm glad that she isn't in the type of situation whereby you have no choice. I'll tell you this, pregnancy has a way of playing around with everything, your physical and even the chemicals in your body. A person who never used to cry starts crying. A person who never used to whinge or nag starts doing that. The thing is, like, for example, when I had my babies, I used to love the smell of their father's dirty clothes. As you know, when you've gone to work, like the shirts, after they would bring them back, either I'd get them from the wash or I would ask him and I would wear at night and it would smell really nice, Thing is that the second I give birth, I can't stand the smell, right? So what you're feeling right now is like the need to eat soil, the need to smell your husband every second, the need to, but remember that this is just 9 months. First of all, you're a big girl. By the time you could have the baby, it means 9 months isn't like half your life. So if you can just hold on a little bit until things, sometimes by the 5th month, you didn't mention how many months you're pregnant. Had your child is 3 months, and then you have no job to go back to. Then now depression comes in. Your body's not doing the right things. The chemicals are now trying to organize themselves and hormones, and then you also don't have the one thing that you have been sure you've been doing before you had the baby. So I would think very, very, very many times before you decide to take such a drastic issue. And also remember, many women have come before you, and I'm not downplaying how you feel, but just keep telling yourself, like, your periods, they hurt, but it happens every month for every woman. So, go with it. Just like also the pregnancy, it's just 9 months, mama. And when you're done, that little insect that comes out of you is so worth it. So worth it. Yeah.
So I'm just going to start from where Angie has left and say it's time to put on your big girl panties, because you are a big girl. Only big girls have babies. So just, and also just to emphasize what Angie's saying, is that it's a season for most moms. Actually, that period is the first 12 weeks. By the time you hit 4th, 5th month, you actually might be feeling better. If your situation is not like that, I would say find little joys or little things that will help with the nausea, will help with the vomiting. And we've talked about this on the show before, so if you could find it, maybe we'll have it linked below. There's some of the remedies that we shared that can sort of help ease the morning sickness symptoms. And then just do things in the morning that make you feel good about yourself. Unfortunately, we can't tell you what those things are because you are a unique individual. So you need to try and figure out what that is. Maybe it's a glass of cold water. For Manuela, she used to go to Makerere to shower cold water from a drum. So you can be weird like that, or just be a normal human being and shower your own cold water. So find the little things that make you happy. I hope you have a good support system, but please don't give up on your job simply because of this temporary feeling.
Yes, Rita Bambi. Rita Osesa. Because let me tell you, until now they've told you to put on your big girl panties, cutting can't. We didn't was that decom. You know why God gave this responsibility to women and not the other gender? He knew there would come times when it is so tough, so much that half the time, actually 3/4 of the time, people would quit. But you know who doesn't quit? Women. They power through, however hard things are, however difficult, however painful, they power through because they are so hopeful. They know that there's something coming at the end. There's a pot of gold. And you see, we have to continue humanity. So it's a bit sad, but at the end of the day, it's also beautiful. I'm so sorry for what you're going through. But yes, as Rachel said, there's many ways to alleviate your symptoms and you're unique. So different things work for different people. The only times, and even different things work for different pregnancies for the same person. And the only way you can maybe tackle this issue is try and error. So that's what I know. Because at the end of the day, if we just go back to science, it's really everything that you're going through is just preparing you to give birth, to carry your baby and give birth. And it's just really a rise in hormones. So it's a hormonal issue, really. So don't think about it too much. Just think about the end. No one has ever been pregnant forever. So unless you really, really just hate your job, Bambi, just power through. You can do both. You'll need your job after. You have no financial independence. You want to depend on who? You hang in there, dear.
I think let's end the show. Like all of you have said everything. So what is somebody supposed to say? I mean, really, this is it. This is it. No, but seriously, Rita, one of the things I had to come to terms with is that I love my children like with all of my heart, but they're not mine. They're for the society. Like at 18, they'll leave me. They'll go. All that will be left of me is a phone call of hi, mommy, bye, mommy. Hi, mommy, bye, mommy. Like that's what's going to happen. And my children are going to be out there for Uganda, for I don't know what their passions will be. That's what I gave birth for. So that day I realized that I need something for me. And for many people, it's their jobs, their passions. The last thing you want to let go of is that, because a few years from now, your baby won't be there and you will be completely empty. So that which you will be left with after your children have gone, nurture it. Now, can you leave the job? Are you able to get another job immediately? Maybe. I mean, you could be that lucky person and you can. Your symptoms might be so bad. But I know that for people who have bad symptoms, you nicely go to the doctor. The doctor gives you a cut sheet. You know that cut sheet? Yeah. That says she can't work for the next 2 months, 3 months. You take it to your HR and you still have your job. Like you don't have to be there and resign like completely. You know what I mean? At the very least, they can stop paying you, but that your job is there. And now in this time of women emancipation, you can even negotiate things like flexi time. You write your letter, send to HR, say, I will do my job. It's just that in the mornings, this is my experience and I can't do it, but I'll be able to deliver on this. So I think there's a place for us to be. I feel like the world is changing. I mean, we're in a place of changing right now. Some jobs might allow you to ask for flexi hours. Some jobs might allow you to ask for flexi days. Some jobs might allow you to leave their job for a few days and not come back. Some might not, and some might, but you need to find out what works in your own organization before you leave. So apart from everything else that everybody has said, I wish you all the best. I just pray you can realize that this is only short-lived and this child is not even yours at the end of the day. A child is being born for somebody else. And I pray you make the right decision. I pray you make a decision that's good for you, ultimately. Yeah.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for all the suggestions that you've helped Rita with. So Rita, maybe just to help to summarize, I think mostly because your decision was based in the workplace, maybe you should find out how your HR system works and be able to get maybe an excuse for leave or ways to navigate around how you can work and still maneuver healthily through your pregnancy at the same time. And then hopefully maybe draw yourself closer to a support system that can help you through this trying time. And again, more importantly, speak to your gyne about how to lessen your symptoms, your pregnancy symptoms. There's many ways that you can alleviate your symptoms. Again, we had mentioned try and error, but a gyne should be your first point of any consideration. And when it comes to work, I don't know if I'm not sure what type of work that you're doing, but there are these people called Bachuba who can help you, to do certain parts of your work without you doing everything. Maybe if you have a proposal to write, there are people you can help and maybe pay some kamane, but you're paying for your own convenience. I really do hope that you power through this. I really hope you get to the end of your term healthily and, and happily, So if anyone else has gone through the same, please share with us your experience. Please help Rita find help, and please share any advice that you have for moms like Rita. Remember, mom life ain't bad life. Mothering ain't suffering. And just to wrap this up, we had a conversation about morning sickness and how you can address these symptoms. We will put that in the link for this show as well. Please follow up, and then maybe you can find something that will help you too. So until next time, with love from Bump Love.